Okay. So this is session 6. We're going to start with phonics and vowel teams again because we're getting really good at vowel teams. Grab my pen. We're going to be doing 2 new ones today, EE and EY. So what I want you to notice here is that EE are typically in the middle of the words. You have some exceptions to that, tree, bee, but for the most part, your EE is that long E sound. It'll be in the middle of your word. So tree, bee, sheep, feet, cheese, wheel, seed, street, green, me, jeep, speech. EE makes the sound E. Okay. And EY is at the end of the word. It also makes the E sound. Key, monkey, turkey, honey, jockey, donkey, trolley, chimney, journey, valley, jersey, money.
Chicken jockey.
EY says E also. They're usually in, EE is usually in the middle of the word, and EY is at the end of the word. But they do make the same sound. Okay, that's why we're going over this. What I want you to do here first is we're going to start with this time. Let me give you this pencil. And I want you to find the EE words and write them in here, please. So we already learned a lot about vowel teams the past couple of sessions. And vowel teams are 2 letters that make one sound. Good. Okay. Now we're doing EE. I want you to look through this. And I want you to circle the words that have the EE vowel team in them. So I want you to look through this passage. Do you want to try it with a purple pen?
Yeah.
So it stands out more? It'll be fun.
Good.
So it's pretty much the same words over and over again, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're working on identifying these vowel team words because I want you to see how often they actually come up. They come up. Look at how many you circled. Quite a bit. Can you write them in here?
Okay. Can we have some snacks?
Yes, we can. Do you want cookies? Do you want muffins, cookies, chips? It's kind of early. You want chips this early? I have cookies, muffins, chips, goldfish, applesauce pouch. That's it?
Yeah. We have some chips, I guess.
What kind? Sun chips. I have all different flavors. I have all of these.
The Lay's, the black ones.
The barbecue ones?
Yeah.
With the applesauce? Ew.
I know. So weird.
That's a weird mix.
Yeah.
You do you, girl. Open these anyway. Boom.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna give your dad all those extra chips after the party too.
I forgot to squish it up. So it's not chunky.
Sophie, get out. We're having a bit of a quiet morning. Definitely a change from our night session. Your night session, you were a little wild. In the morning, you're a little more mellowed out. Did you write all the words?
Not
Okay.
all of them.
Oh,
Just
there's enough. What words did you write?
I wrote bin, week, Amy, bee, speech, queen, sweet, meat, keen, sweeter, speeches.
Cool. Perfect. All right. I want you to, we're not going to do what was the story about or why did the queen give me the job. I want you to choose one of your EE words to put in these sentences, and then you're going to write sentences on those lines.
Good. Okay.
Sweet. Perfect. You do know that 6 weeks ago when we started doing these things, this took you a long time. Now you're sliding through it. Amazing. And you're using a cool purple pen. That's pretty cool. Can you pick 4 words and write 4 sentences with them? A sentence for each.
This one was a big chip.
It was a big chip. Must have been a huge potato. Isn't it crazy how they could cut potatoes so thin? They have to use a machine because there's no way they could use a knife to do that. I would cut my finger off. I'm not very good at cutting potatoes. I like how nice and quiet it is on a Saturday morning. Besides for his alarm going off. I'll make another coffee. I'm a little chilly.
The queen was
Done? Okay. Good. Amazing. Okay. Same thing over here.
Do you have some water?
Yes, I do. We're going to do EY words. So we just did EE words. Now we're doing EY words. really funny.
Why?
Just cute. After I choked on my coffee this morning, I'm still feel like I'm choking on it. I can't believe that. All right, bye. Get done. Thank you.
Monkey.
Good. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to circle all the words on here that we find. You're going to write them in here. We're not going to do this or this. But you're going to pick the words, put them in here, and make 4 sentences. Okay? Slay. Woo!
Monkey. Vowel. Wrong word. Turkey. Donkey. Donkey.
You ever seen a donkey in real life?
Yep.
Me too, at the zoo. Farms.
Mm-hmm. Scary. Joking, they're not scary.
I've seen a monkey in real life too. At the zoo. But I don't feel like they have big monkeys at the zoo. I only seen like a little tiny one.
Chimpanzee.
I guess I have seen a chimpanzee. Is a chimpanzee a monkey or is it a chimp? What's the difference? You know? I don't know.
Chimpanzees know more than monkeys.
They know more than monkeys?
Uh-huh. They're smarter.
Work smarter, not harder?
Yeah. Maggie. We love monkey. Monkey. Minky the monkey. Mickey the monkey. Isn't it Mickey Mouse instead of Mickey the monkey?
Well, I mean, anybody can be named Mickey. Not just the mouse. They didn't trademark. I guess they did trademark the name. I don't know. I think anybody can be named anything. You can name your kid Hot Dog if you want. It would just be rude.
Or chair.
Chair. This is my son.
Sit
Chair.
down, chair. Sit down on the chair, chair.
This is my son. What's his name? Chair. It's funny.
Sit down on the chair, chair.
Really funny.
Excuse me. There's barely any words in here.
Yeah, the last one had a lot of words, right?
Yeah. This one, barely any. Minky. Crazy doggy. Barney is a dinosaur for your imagination. Allie's a good one.
Yeah.
Tom. His name is Tom Jr. Turkeys. Porky. They. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Oh, inside it's fun inside. It's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Oh, inside it's fun inside. Oh yeah, and Amanda. So my principal has a dog.
And that they bring to the school. I love that.
I love Trixie. She's so
cute.
She's so cute.
Grandpa had a dog growing up named Trixie.
Hi.
His mom in Ohio. Well, the dog's not letting you do that.
Yeah, so
Keep going.
there's 2 dogs in
Need
the
a coffee.
school.
2 dogs in your school?
Yep. It's Trixie and
Trixo.
Trixie and this golden retriever. I forget.
And they don't just like pee in school, they like walk them or stuff?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
We don't get to pet Trixie yet because she's not fully trained. She's trained, but she's not fully trained. Okay, that's done.
Good.
Mickey.
Mouse Clubhouse.
Monkey. Valley.
Good.
Turkey. Donkey. Money. Book fair soon.
I know.
I can't wait for the book fair.
Do you do that e-wallet thing where like your mom would add money online? Or do you, do you bring in the money? Yeah, I made all my students do e-wallet if they could because it's just easier for me. They don't have to worry about kids having money in the classroom and being like, give me $5 to their friends, which they do a lot more than you'd think.
Once this kid in my class brought $2,000.
Oh my goodness.
Got
Kids
whatever
are
he wanted.
crazy. Crazy. Oh my gosh, I just want to sit down. I think I've been moving all over the place this whole time.
Yep.
Okay. Corey will come in whenever he feels like it. He just wants to take his time outside, I guess. What words did you copy? What sentences did you make with the words? Can you read them?
I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. The sailor had been on a long journey. Mom had lost the keys, so we couldn't get into the house. I was gonna say money, but then I was like, that's wrong. So keys. Yeah, but the keys.
Love it.
Okay.
Make 4 sentences.
Okay.
Almost done with this section. Is Bernie finally coming in? Just want to sit down.
Jesus, that's funny.
It's okay, we're doing great. We're doing great.
I love ham
Ham.
and turkey. Slay.
Good.
Be very crazy.
Ham and turkey sandwich together, or ham and cheese one sandwich and turkey and cheese another sandwich. What do you mean ham? And turkey?
Alone.
What do you mean alone?
Ham and turkey.
Okay.
Oh.
Not mixed together.
That's
Okay.
disgusting.
You're funny.
I like ham more than turkey. But I love hockey.
I can tell. Looking at your shirt.
Okay. I went on a journey.
I went on a journey, you wrote?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
I do not sleep through my alarm.
Me either. Jesse just...
Right when my alarm goes off.
I'm awake before my alarm goes off most of the time. I'm just like laying
Me
there,
too.
and my alarm goes off, and I'm like, boop, snooze by accident instead of turning it off. One more.
Okay. Like. Okay.
Very good. All right. Picture this so I can put it saved. Get a little break for a second. Very good job. So this is going quicker for us because now I feel as though Vel Teams isn't as hard for you as far as phonics goes. You're doing really well. You've been making
Progress. progress.
A lot of progress. A lot. She's amazing. Amazing.
I know I'm crazy for doing this, but
Push it up and then dump it in your mouth.
yep.
Yeah, we all do it. Okay, those are gonna go there. With this. Move this over. And now we're gonna go on to the next section. Dun, 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 dun. Our fluency section. This is the one where we read and I record and we do that passage and we listen to how awesome you're getting with reading. However, there's more. I have to give you an assessment. I am giving you the Fry sight word assessment. Okay? The Fry sight word assessment. We did this.
It all just turns quiet, except for the alarm.
We're actually going to do 300.
What?
We're going to do 300 sight words. I'm pretty sure you're going to get them. But when we did this in
The library.
the summer, you didn't get all of them. But I think working through our sessions now, we're going to do a little bit better of a job. Okay? So let me just cover up some stuff. If I can reach. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns.
6, 7.
And what I'm going to have you do is you can use this to track if you need to, but I want you to tell me what the words are. Give me a second.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. You can start.
A, about, after, again, all, and, any, are, as, at, be, been, before, boy, but, by.
See how easy that was? Just like that. Again.
Hand, come, day, did, do, down, eat, for, from, get, give, go, good, had, has, have, he.
Okay.
Her, here, him, his, how, I, if, in, is, it, just, now, like, little, long, make, man. Many, he, much, my, now, no, not, of, old, on, one, more, other, hour, out, put, said. See, she, so, some, take, that, the, there, then, or them, then, there, they, this, there, or 3, 2, 2, up.
Last one.
Use, very, was, we, were, what, when, which, who, will, with, work, would, you, your.
Okay.
I ate that up.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Take a time.
How many more words are there? Did I just read 100 words?
Yeah.
Try.
Okay. Gabby, 5th grade. Today is 10/18. Okay. 25. Okay. Cool. Don't start yet, because I gotta like. Oh, hold on. Second 100. Okay, this is 37 minutes. Okay, you can go ahead. Slow though, because I'm gotta write stuff. So just take a beat between them, okay?
Also, am another
Like that. Good.
away, back, ball, because, best, better, big, black, book, both, box, bring, call, came.
Good.
Color, could, dear, each, ear, and, far, find, first, 5, found, for, friend, girl, got, hand, high.
Good.
Home, house, into, kind, last, leave, left, let, live, look, made, any, man, more, morning, most, mother. And I couldn't even see the G. That's crazy.
Hold on. Okay.
Must, name, near, never, next, night, only, open, over, own, people, play, place, parent, pretty, pretty, rain, read.
Okay.
Read, write, run, saw, say, school, seem, shall, should, soon, stand, such, sure, tell, then, these, things.
Nice. One more.
Think, to, tree, under, until, upon, use, want, way, where, while, white, wish, why, year.
Perfect. Great. Let me mark this one up. Her name is Shabala Ding Dong. Just making sure you're paying attention. That's funny.
Shabaloo a ding dong. Who's Shabaloo a ding dong?
I'm just kidding.
I'm flapping my wings.
Okay. Last one. Woo! This one's harder. There's like some long ones in there, so I just want you to long ones in there. But hold on. I gotta. What time is it now? Fry, sight, word, third, 100. Okay. Go ahead.
Along, always, anything, around, ask, ate, bed, brown, buy, car, cherry, clean, clothes, close, coat, cold, cut.
Slower, because the words are longer and harder for me to write down. Go ahead.
Didn't, does, dog, don't, door, Jess, early, 8, every, eyes, face, fall, fast, fat, fine, fire, fly.
Perfect.
Food, fall, funny, happy, hard, head, hear, help, hold, hope, hot, jump.
Nice.
Keep, letter, longer, love, might, money, myself, now, lock, off, once, order, pair, par, ride, around, same.
Okay.
Sat, second, set, seven, show, sing, sister, sit, six, sleep, small, start, stop, 10, think, third, those.
I was surprised you didn't go 6, 7.
6, 7. Throw, today, took, town, try, turn, walk, warm, wash, water, woman, right, yellow, yes, yesterday.
Wow. Pretty good, dude.
6, 7. Oh yeah. All the 4th graders had to write a 5-page essay about what 6, 7 means. And we did it.
Gabby, 5th grade. 10, 18, 25. 25 used to be our thing. 25. Okay.
21.
That too. Okay. Let me put these back over here. That was our second assessment. We did that in the summertime. You got a lot of word drawings, which is normal. You're naturally progressing, and hopefully us working together, you're gaining some skills, but that was really good. I'm really proud of you for that. Let me put this here.
Another applesauce.
Yes, you can. Just let's get this over with first, because I have to record you reading. And that would be disgusting. Okay, so fluent readers sound smooth and confident. Let's see how automatic your word recognition has become. Seems like you're doing pretty good, right? We practiced vowel team words, but now we're going to see how quickly your brain recognizes words on sight, okay? We read through the Fry word list. Now we're going to use a short story to practice fluency with expression.
Are you sure it's short?
What?
Are you sure the story's short?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is all we're doing. Boop. This is for our next thing. So,
just 3 paragraphs.
Hold on. What we're going to start with is, up here, I want you to read these 10 sentences. So just read the sentences. You could keep track. Do you want this thing to keep track of it again?
No.
Okay. I just want you to read them just to get your voice warmed up. And then we're going to, when we get to here, let me know and I'll record. We'll listen to it. We'll fill out the checklist after we do it again. You know, whatever.
Okay. He held the table in his hands.
Good.
The robin perched on the branch of the tree.
Good.
A delicate cobweb hung in the corner of the room. The cat took a short cat nap in the sun.
Good.
Batman leaped from the roof in the pursuit of the criminal. 6, 7. The bobcat quickly crossed the street. The hot rod raced around the track. He raced upon the pillow.
Rested.
He rested upon the pillow.
Good.
The lapdog snuggled.
Lapdog.
What?
The lapdog.
The lapdog snuggled close.
Mm-hmm. It's like Dusty when he sits in your lap all cute.
The bedbug rushed across the floor.
Good. Okay. I think you're ready. Memo. All right. We're going to read the 3 paragraphs. We're going to listen to some of it. We're going to reflect on what we hear. Remember, your cold read is always the worst example of your writing or your reading. And then we're going to read it again. And then we're going to move on to something else. I'll start it whenever you start.
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
Once upon a time, there lived a robin named Batman.
I almost just spit my coffee out. I think I did. That's really funny.
Like that.
Batman. Wow. Whoa. All right. Oh, I'm ready for it this time. Okay. That was really funny. Oh. Woo! Really funny. I'm ready.
Like that.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready. All right. That's awesome. Wow. That was a good one. Proud of us. I like it.
Batman.
That's really funny. I love that. All right.
No, I'm not ready.
Okay. Oh God. I almost choked and died. My coffee. Oh my God. I couldn't breathe.
You could have shot out your nose.
Almost did. Whew. All right. That's funny. Ready? We're going to finish this. Let me just tell you what's happening. We're going to finish this reading, listening to it thing. Then we're going to move on to comprehension, where you're going to read this story. We're going to take turns going back and forth, right? And then we're going to actually do like this little checklist test.
Okay.
Instead of me asking you basic comprehension questions, and you know how we were filling out the story map? We're not going to fill out the story map for this story. We're actually going to do this, and then on the back I want you to write something else, which we'll get to. And then we're going to go back into our new story about finding the creepy Halloween story. We're going to add some stuff to that. We're going to use our editing checklist, make sure it looks good, and then we're done.
Can we listen to this?
No. Let's go. Once upon...
Okay. Once upon a time, there lived a robin named
Batman.
who was always dreaming of adventure. One day, while out from a morning stroll, the robin saw a hot rod parked in the driveway of a nearby house. As the robin walked by the hot rod, he noticed a bobcat looking out of the window.
This is hot rod. Hot rod means like sports car, like your dad's car.
Okay. The bobcat
Keep going.
and called the robin inside. Once inside, the robin was shocked to find a room filled with cobwebs and all sorts of garbage gadgets. In the center of the room was a large table, and next to it was a small lapdog. The bobcat took the robin on the tour of the house. The robin was just about to start exploring when it heard some loud snoring. Looking around, the robin saw a bed bug snuggled in the corner, taking a cat nap. The robin and the bobcat left the bedbug alone and explored the home. The robin and the bobcat and the great time exploring the place. All the cool gadgets. Finally, when the robin was ready to return home, the bobcat thanked him for coming over and said goodbye. The robin flew away, feeling very lucky to have had such an exciting adventure with the bobcat. A bobcat looking out of the window.
This is hot rod. Hot rod means like sports. Ooh, my voice.
Sorts of garbage.
What do you notice?
I'm going slow.
Very choppy, like a robot. You know why?
Why?
Because it's your cold read. Your cold read is the first time you read something. The first time anybody reads something for the first time, you mess up, you sound choppy like a robot. It's normal. That's really normal for the first cold read to sound like that. For everybody. Okay? Now that you read it, read it again and then we're done.
6, 7.
Read it again and then we're done. Wait, what's the story about? Batman did what?
Batman saw a mobile,
Hot rod.
and he explored in the house.
So the robin and the bobcat explored stuff and like found cool gadgets, right? That's really what the story's about.
And found a bed bug.
Read it out loud again. You know, I could have had you read each sentence 3 times and this story 3 times, but I only did once here, twice here. So you're getting away with a lot. Okay, go ahead.
Once upon a time, there lived a robin named Batman, who was always dreaming of adventure. One day, while out for a morning stroll, the robin saw a hot rod parked in the driveway of a nearby house. As the robin walked by the hot rod, he noticed a bobcat looking out of the window. The bobcat meowed
Keep going.
and called the robin inside. Once inside, the robin was shocked to find a room filled with cobwebs
What's with the British accent?
and all sorts of gadgets. In the center of the room
You're so funny. Keep going. Do it normal.
was a large table.
You need to make you read it a third time if you don't do it normal.
I forget where.
In the center of the room was a large table. Where's that?
In the center of a room was a large table, and next to it was a small lapdog. The bobcat took the robin on a tour of the house. The robin was just about to start exploring when it heard some loud snoring. Looking around, the robin saw a bedbug snuggled in the corner taking a cat nap. The robin and the bobcat left the bedbug alone and explored the house. The robin and bobcat had a great time exploring the place and finding all the cool gadgets. Finally, when the robin was ready to return home, the bobcat thanked him for coming over and said goodbye. The robin flew away, feeling very lucky to have had such an excellent adventure with the bobcat.
Besides your accent. It's pretty good.
Once upon a time, there lived a robin named Batman, who was always dreaming of adventure. One day, while out for a morning stroll, the robin saw a hot rod parked in the driveway of a nearby house.
What do you notice this time?
Faster.
It's faster. And you're reading with a lot of expression. Which was good this time. Besides the accents, which we got to work on. The actual recording was pretty good. You read faster. Use expression. I want you to fill out your checklist with your purple pen.
Accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting quadrillion check marks here because I did good.
Good.
My expressions.
Okay. Just have to take a picture of each section.
Perfect.
Wait, What do you want to work on for next time? Your expression or what?
Why?
Nothing? Okay.
Excuse
Okay.
me.
We
The
did
first
this.
time was really funny.
The first time was really funny. We did this, and this. So, it's going to go in like that.
I love my British accent.
That's what that was supposed to be? That's funny. All right, next we're doing comprehension. So, we were originally supposed to do that where I take out the computer and we do the story map and we do all that. We can still do that if you liked that story map, or we could just do the test. Okay. So what we're going to do, remember, I want you to really comprehend. So I really want you to pay attention to the story because there's a test. So I would really like you this time, because we only have 2 sessions left. This session and next session. I would really, really like you to read this whole thing by yourself. In your head, I won't make you read it out loud.
I want to read it out loud.
You can. You could read it out loud. You could read it in your head. And then I want you to try to fill out this on your own. You can read it out loud and we'll kind of go over it. And then I will read this to you and we will see if any of our answers change. Okay? So I want you to read this. It's 2 pages. You can circle things, you can highlight things. And then you're going to fill this out by yourself. And then I'm going to read it out loud and you're going to correct your answers. Then we're going to talk about the lesson or the theme of the story when we're done. Cool?
Can I have applesauce?
Yes, I can give you an applesauce.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to read it in my head.
You can read it in your head, but remember to really pay attention to what you're reading.
I know.
Okay.
Thanks. read it out loud instead?
Of course you can.
Okay. Rainy loved nature, especially the nature in her big, overgrown backyard. Her parents wanted their yard to be a safe haven for
Safe haven.
safe haven. Plants and their yard. Okay. Rainy loved nature, especially the nature in her big overgrown backyard. Her parents wanted their yard to be a safe haven.
Yeah.
For native plants and species. They only mowed a small area. They left the rest to grow wild so that rabbits, squirrels, moles, and every kind of native bird would inhabit their yard. Her favorite sight was the songbird that I'm confused.
Why?
I can't. The words are too hard.
Okay. That's good. It's good that you said that because that's important to ask for help. Hold on. I'm just writing down what you said so I don't forget. Okay. Do you want to do that thing again where we I read a little, you read a little? Okay. I will read here, you're going to read this. Bernie, stop. Okay. So I'm going to start it off, okay? So underline it so it's easier for you to see. Bless you. Little Bernie. Okay. Pay attention because I have that test for you. Rainy loved nature, especially the nature in her big, overgrown backyard. Her parents wanted their yard to be a safe haven for native plants and species. They only mowed a small area. They left the rest to grow wild so that rabbits, squirrels, and moles and every kind of native bird imaginable would inhabit their yard. Their favorite sight was the songbirds that flitted in the trees and bushes and surrounded her home with their nests. There were bright red cardinals with their light pink mates. She saw puffed up chickadees, blue birds with pink tummies, and plump brown robins with dark red chests. Goldfinches, red-winged blackbirds, and an occasional woodpecker appeared at the numerous feeders. What's happening?
So
No, you're not getting any more food. Bernie.
Nature.
What about nature? What's happening though? Why are we learning all about this nature? Let me read it again. You pay attention. Okay. Rainey loved nature, especially the nature in her big, overgrown backyard. Her parents wanted their yard to be a safe haven for native plants and species. What's going on?
Okay. Rainey loved to go on adventures.
No. You're confused this time.
Yeah.
Okay, I will play it out for you. Rainey's parents are nature lovers, so they only mow this much of their grass, and they let the rest of their yard look wild like a jungle so that they could see all the cool plants and animals that come to live in their wild yard. That's all we learned so far.
That's great.
And then they're just talking about the different kinds of birds and stuff that visit their yard. So Rainey's parents are nature freaks that have a wild yard. That's all it's saying so far.
Okay.
Cool? Okay. Now read this part.
Okay. Rainey's mother had a painter. Her dad was a professor of ornithology.
I'm going to tell you what it is.
The study of birds.
Stop. So her mom's a painter. Her dad's a college professor that studies birds. Okay? Keep going.
Together, they'd traveled studying and painting care birds across the globe.
Okay.
Rainey's favorite bird were in her little backyard wild nests. Rainey grabbed your binoculars, her father called on one afternoon. It looks like
Goldfinches, I think.
Goldfinches are setting into the holly tree by our back porch. I would have thought they'd pick a more isolated spot. Their chose is our boon. We can observe them at close range.
So the mom is a painter, the dad is a bird studier professor, right? And the dad one afternoon says, "Hey, grab your binoculars because the goldfinches are chilling in this tree. I thought they'd go to a different tree, but I want to look at them. Let's look at them." Okay? Goldfinches prefer open woodlands, Dad. Why would they build so close to human houses? We do have plenty of seeds in our feeders. Your mother has quite the garden. Goldfinches are strict vegetarians. They only eat seeds. They won't eat worms and insects. Maybe our house seems like a good food source, her father shrugged. He put the binoculars up to his face and adjusted them to zoom in on the goldfinch nest. Even though the nest is close to our home, we shouldn't approach it. We need to stay back so that the mother doesn't abandon the nest. Are there any eggs in the nest yet?
There will be soon.
Goldfinches
build a nest in stages. The last stage is lining it with a soft, downy seed fluff and plant fibers or any other soft materials they can find. Oh, look! Here comes Mama Finch in her beak. What do you see? Brainy observes. Oh, she has a bunch of soft gray fluff from a seed pod. That means the nest will have eggs in it soon.
Ugh, pages are stuck. Okay. Sure enough, about 3 days later, the nest had eggs in it. Rainy couldn't wait for them to hatch. Dad, how soon will the eggs hatch? I know chickens take 21 days to hatch once their eggs are laid, but what about goldfinches? You might see an egg hatch between 12 and 14 days after the mother lays them. Let's mark up the calendar and circle that time frame. Then we'll have a nest watch and see where they hatch.
Rainy was definitely excited about this idea, but she knew that watching the nest wouldn't be as exciting as seeing the baby chicks up close. She was also frustrated that her dad wouldn't bend the rules and let her get close to the nest. After all, it's not like she would ever harm the baby birds, and she wouldn't touch the nest or the chicks. She just wanted a closer look. Binoculars were great, but it wasn't the same expression as seeing them up close in person.
As the days passed, the desire to see the nest up close grew and grew. By the 12th day, she was practically going crazy thinking about finding a moment when her parents wouldn't be around so she could sneak out to the nest. At last, on the 13th day, as Rainy went out to get the mail, she thought she heard chirping. Maybe the eggs had hatched. They must have hatched, and Rainy furtively looked around. Neither of her parents was home yet. She thought to herself, I could just sneak a peek. No one would ever know, and it wouldn't do any harm, right? Just as she was heading to the nest, she saw the mother bird returning. The father bird was close behind. They swooped in and spread their wings over the nest. Rainy hesitated. She ran inside to get her binoculars.
Putting them to her face, she saw that both parents were lovingly huddled over 3 tiny featherless babies. They were
Scrawny.
They were scrawny and pink. She recalled what her father had said, if humans come too close to the nest, it would be abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
Those tiny baby birds would never survive alone. That tiny, beautiful family would be ruined and torn apart, and it would be all her fault. Those were not the actions of a true bird lover. With a determined sigh, Rainy shut and closed the door and moved to the window. As much as she loved being in the thick of nature, she knew this was one time when it was better to watch nature from a distance.
Good. What the heck is that story about?
I don't know. Birds.
Birds. So I picked this text on purpose. I've been trying to find more high interest text for you, things that you find interesting. I tried to find something you would think is boring, to see how well you could comprehend something that's a little more boring. Why? Because I wanted to see how our comprehension is going. Because there's going to be times in school when you read the most boring story of your entire life.
We are.
And you need to be able to understand what's happening.
Restart.
So, I want you to try to answer these 10 questions. They're multiple choice. Just circle the one that you think makes sense.
Which type of bird is not mentioned in the passage?
So in the beginning, I will tell you, in the first things that I read, this paragraph, the second paragraph, is all the birds are listed there. So you want to kind of cross the ones off that you see.
Crows, cardinals,
goldfinches,
chickadees.
So I would look through the second passage and I would circle the bird names that you see.
This one?
This one, starting with there.
Okay. I'm just gonna Can I have my pen?
Yeah.
Sorry. Like circle the one that's not in there.
Mm-hmm.
How long does the test say it takes chicken eggs to hatch? I think that's on this one. 21 days. Or wait. Where is it?
I don't know. On this page on the bottom.
Okay.
You read out.
Title.
Yeah.
Nest Watch could let readers protect many things about a text before reading, which inference most clearly matches what happened in the text. There will be an animal or bird that is raising babies Some will find a watch in a bird's nest. There are bird watchers who want to monitor a bird's nest. Both A and C are good choices.
You got it?
D.
Good.
Use Use specific information from the text to describe the goldfish chicks. They have gold. B. Number 4 is B. Use information and
Inferences? Like what you think.
Inferences to answer the question. Why did Rainy think it would be safe to sneak a peek at the nest? She didn't plan to touch it. She didn't believe her dad was right about needing to leave the nest alone. She wouldn't harm the baby. All the above.
Need help?
No. Where was the nest in the story? In the woods, by the back porch, in the oak tree. B. How were Rainy and her dad watching the nest? With binoculars. How did Rainy know the eggs had hatched? She heard the baby screeching. She saw the eggs cracking. She got on a ladder to look in the nest. Her dad told her. What can we infer from Rainy's thought and it was time to watch nature from a distance? She learned to put the needs of herself first. She's respecting the rules to keep the mother bird from laying more eggs. She's afraid to go near the birds because they might pique her. She learned to put the needs to the zipper. What does Rainy's mother do for a living? Done.
Okay. Which type of bird is not mentioned in the passage? Crows is right. How long does the text say it takes the chicken eggs to hatch? 12 to 14 days. The title Nest Watch could lead readers to predict many things about a text before reading. Which inference most clearly matches what happened in the text? Okay. This one too. Use specific information from the text to describe the goldfinch chicks. They are tiny and pink. Okay. Use information inferences to answer the question, why did Rainey think it would be Nest to sneak a peek at the nest? Where was the nest in the story? Good. Watching the nest, yep. Okay. Okay. Number 2. How long does the text say it takes chicken eggs to hatch? That's how long the goldfinch eggs hatch, but what about the chicken eggs?
21 days.
21. Good.
21.
3. The title Nest Watch could let readers predict many things about a text before reading. Which inference most clearly matches what happened in the story? There will be an animal or bird that is raising babies. I mean, there was, because you said A and C. There was an animal that's raising babies, but the whole story was about there are bird watchers who want to monitor a bird's nest. So C would have been the better answer, because that's what the whole story was about, was them just watching the nest, right? 5. Use information and inferences to answer the question, why did Rainey think it would be safe to sneak a peek at the nest? She wouldn't harm the babies is a good one. She didn't plan to touch it is a good one. So A and C are both good, but it's not all the above, because she didn't believe her dad was right about needing to leave the nest alone. She knew her dad was right. That's why she ended up not touching them. So that B wouldn't make sense. So that would mean that D wouldn't make sense, because this B doesn't make sense. But I think she didn't plan to touch it is the best answer, because she wasn't going to touch it. She just wanted to look, right? What's up? Good job. All your answers were good. I could see why you picked the ones that you picked. So, good job. Cool beans.
We're almost done.
We are almost done.
How many more things do we have to do?
1.
Is it going to be boring?
I hope not. I think it's going to be the most fun out of all the things that we've done. Personally, but you know, everybody likes different things. Dun 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 dun. Computer.
Are we doing the spooky story?
We sure are.
Yeah!
Oh, before we do that, let's go back to this really quickly. What was the theme of the story? What do you think the author's trying to tell the kids that are reading it? What do you think? Think about what Rainey almost did but didn't do. She almost
Touch the
but she
eggs.
didn't. So what do you think that the author's trying to tell you?
Don't touch things that you're not sure to touch.
Well, what specifically?
The eggs.
And
The nest.
no. You're on the right track. You think the author, by showing us that Rainey was going to touch the nest but then didn't, because it wouldn't have been a good idea. They told us a couple of times in the passage that if you touch the nest, the mother might abandon the birds, right? So what do you think that the author's trying to tell kids?
Don't touch things that aren't yours.
Well, yeah, but where are they? They're outside. So
Don't touch random things that are outside.
okay. But a bird is a bird's nest in the trees and plants, and that's all type of
Nature.
nature. Nature stays in nature. Respect for nature.
Okay.
So the theme is respect nature, right? Leave things alone that are outside. Good. That's the theme of the story, okay? Now,
Tung 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 sahara 6-7.
we're going to take the brain rot out of your story.
Why?
Because it's not appropriate. We're
I
going
need
to
the brain
use
rot.
our revising checklist. We're going to, hold on, I gotta log into this. So annoying. Hold on.
I need the brain rot. Amanda,
What's up?
I need the brain rot. I need my tung 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 sahar. And my.
Listen, if you want it to say that, fine. But what we're gonna work on today is making sure our stories have a strong beginning, middle, end. And I want to know more about your feelings in this story. So I want to know more about how you feel
Scared.
about what's happening. Yeah.
Like, how does this person know our names? That's crazy. Amanda,
Yes.
do you have any more food?
No. Let's get through this first.
Okay.
Get through this first. Okay. I want you to read it out loud. First to me, because I want to know what's happening.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It was a nice Monday morning, and my friends and me and my friends were at school, and we decided to go to the park after school. Me and my friends, Brooke, me, Julie, and Caitlin, went to the park and went straight to the swings. Then, while we were swinging, I jumped off. Something got caught on the bottom of my shoe. We saw a puzzle piece. We went to go pick it up, and then we saw more under the wood chips. So we kept picking them up, picking the puzzle pieces up as we saw them. We kept finding and finding them even more. Finding and finding them even more. But then there was no more puzzle pieces. Also the puzzle pieces were black and white. Then we put it together, and it said Brooke, Gabby, Julie, and Caitlin. Then Ohio, Visually 6-7, Skibbity, Riz, and Big Back. Ohio, Riz, and Skibbity with our Tung 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 Sahur Big Back. Ta-da!
Okay. Beginning, middle, end of the story, right?
Yeah.
Let me give you your story map from last week that I started from a couple days ago that I have right here.
Tung Tung Sahur
Okay.
Big Back.
Here our Mystery of the Playground. We have a beginning, middle, and an end. We have 3 paragraphs. I need you to add more detail to them. What could you add? Remember, this week we're going to focus on feeling. How do you feel? Who's scared? Does somebody say something? Somebody like, what the heck is that? I see something. This is weird. Vibes are off. I need more information. So I want you to work on your story. I'm going to give you some time. Think about it. Think about what you would add to it. Your kitty story is pretty good. Maybe we you start writing, we start illustrating, and then we start selling these stories. But we got to start adding some more detail into it. Where can we add some detail? That's what I'm really looking for. Paper clips. Clips over here. Details, read it out loud when you want to. What do you gotta do, girl?
Okay.
What you got?
Okay. I added some more to the end.
Okay.
Okay. So it was a nice.
Just read the last paragraph.
Okay. Then we put it together and it said Brooke, Gabby, Julie, and Caitlin. Then Ohio, Rizzler, 6-7 Skibbity, and Big Back, Ohio, Riz, and a Skibbity with our Tum 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 Sahor Big Back. Then after we read it a couple times, we started getting really, really scared. And then we took the puzzle pieces apart and we showed them to my sister Juliana, and she said, "What is this?" So we went to go show Joey, and he said he did not know what this was too. So then we asked Gianna, and she said, "Hey, I pranked you."
That's a good twist. I like that. I like that you added a plot twist. That's pretty good. All right, back to your beginning middle. Your end is okay. Your beginning and your middle. But
Plot twist.
I need more detail in your beginning and your middle of your story. You added a little more detail with that you guys went to school, right? And then you decided to meet up at the park. But you go right from it's a Monday morning and we're at school to like there's a puzzle piece on my shoe or on my sock. Like it in the matter of 2 sentences you're at school and then all of a sudden you're finding puzzle pieces. So
Okay. It was a nice Monday morning. I went.
what are you gonna say? Stop. What are you trying to write?
I went to school.
You already said that. That's cute. It was a nice Monday morning. Me and my friends were at school and we decided to go to the park after school. Period. Okay. Me and my friends went to the park and we went straight to the swings. You could say after school. Me and my friends went to the park. We went straight to the swings. You could talk about something you're talking about, like we're really hyped about Halloween. We're talking about, what our costumes are gonna be. I'm gonna be this, blah blah blah. When we were talking about our stuff, we started to notice these puzzle pieces, blah blah blah. I just need more fluff there, okay? That's a more. That's a more. Perfect. I love it. You're really able to add a lot of details really easily. With a little guidance, you're really good at it. Awesome. Bernie, just relax. Almost done. Gabby's doing a really good job. Relax, Bernie. Relax.
I think that's good.
Brooke was being an axolotl.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Brooke, are for real? They're really being axolotls?
No.
Okay.
I just made up something.
Beautiful. Great first paragraph. Amazing. Middle. Middle's supposed to be the juiciest part.
The juiciest?
You have a juicy beginning, a juicy end, and a tiny middle. What could we do? So I'll read it. It was a nice Monday morning. Me and my friends were at school, and we decided to go to the park after school. Me and my friends, Brooke, me, Julie, Caitlin went to the park, and we went straight to the swings. As we were on the swings, we started to talk about our Halloween costumes, and I said I was being Rooney, and Julie was being Zoe, and Brooke was being an axolotl, and Caitlin was being an axolotl too. But then when we were swinging, I jumped off something. When we were swinging, I jumped off, and something got caught on the bottom of my shoe. We saw a puzzle piece. Good. Middle paragraph. We went to go and pick it up, and then we saw more under the wood chip. So we kept picking up the puzzle pieces, and as we saw them, we kept finding them even more, but then there was no more puzzle pieces. Also, the puzzle pieces were white and black. I want to know who got the second piece. You found the first piece. Who is finding the second piece? We got freaked out. We went over here, tried to do something else because it was weird. Maybe we found more. We ended up looking around. I need more. I need more.
I don't know what to write.
It's not juicy enough. We need more fluff.
I don't know what to write.
We went to go pick it up, and we saw more under the wood chips. Right here, add more. So we kept picking up the puzzle piece. We saw them, kept finding even more. But who, what, when, what, who?
We went to go pick up.
Caitlin went down the slide, and she found one at the wood chips at the bottom of the slide, and Zoe or whatever her name is. Who do you have? Julie found one running over to me to come check out this one. She tripped over another one. Oh, more info. I need more info. I need it.
Period. Okay. I added some more fluff.
Not enough.
What?
That
How is that not enough?
That wasn't quick enough. Yeah, but you're just saying, then we did this and we did that and we did that. I need more specifics. I want to know who. Who and when.
We all tripped over a puzzle.
When? Who tripped first?
No, we all
Yeah.
tripped at the same time. What?
And then, so let's try to find something else to add. say that all the time, you know.
Okay.
What you got?
Okay.
Read the whole thing.
The whole entire thing?
The whole entire thing.
Ugh.
I want to know what it says. The whole thing. And then as you're going, if you need to change a couple words, go for it.
Okay. Okay.
Read.
The mystery at the playground. It was a nice Monday morning. Me and my friends were at school, and we decided to go to the park after school. Me and my friends, Brooke, me, Caitlin, and Brooke, went to the park, and we went straight to the swings. As we were swinging, as we were on the swings, we started to talk about our Halloween costumes, and I was being Rumi. Also, Julie was being Zoe, and Brooke was being a axolotl, and Caitlin was being an axolotl too. But then, while we were swinging, I jumped off the swing. Something got caught on the bottom of my shoe. We saw a puzzle piece. We went to go pick it up. And then we saw more under the wood chips. Then we all tripped over the puzzle piece. And we saw more and more and more. But then we saw more puzzle pieces. And then I tripped. And then Brooke tripped. And then Julie tripped. And then Caitlin tripped again.
Okay.
So we kept picking the puzzle pieces. We kept picking up the puzzle pieces as we saw them. We kept finding them even more. But then there was no more puzzle pieces. Also, the puzzle pieces were white and black. Then we put it together and it said Brooke, Gabby, Caitlin, and Brooke. Then Ohio, Rizzler, 6-7, Skibbity, Riz, and Big Back, Ohio, Riz, and a Skibbity with a tung 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 saw her Big Back. Then after we read it a couple times, we started getting really, really scared, and then we took the puzzle pieces apart and we showed them and we took the puzzle pieces apart and we showed them to Juliana, and she said, "What is this?" So we went to go show Joey, and he said he did not know what this was. So then we asked Gianna, and she said, "Ha ha, I pranked you."
That's a really good ending. I really love that ending.
Ha ha, I pranked you.
Okay, now we're going to edit it, and then we're done with our session. So, If you see any blue underlines, right click and adjust. And tell me when you're done with those. We don't always okay all the suggestions. Just see if the suggestion would make sense there or not before you okay it. Okay. Good?
Yeah.
Okay. I use the capital and lowercase letters correctly, which means all the names of your friends, are they all capitalized?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you positive?
Yes. I think.
Read the first two sentences.
Okay.
I see one that's lowercase. That's why I'm saying that. Good? Who'd you fix? Good. Days of the week are capitalized. Good. Use punctuation correctly. So if a sentence is very exciting, you should have what kind of mark at the end? Do you know how to make an exclamation point with the computer? Cool. I think you should put some exclamation points in there. Just one, not like 5. Maybe at the end, maybe as you were finding stuff.
Did it.
Okay. I checked my spelling carefully and consulted a reference for help. You did that with the computer, used punctuation correctly. Did you put any quotation marks around anything that somebody told you, or any words that people were saying, any quotes? Because there's one at the end. I'm pretty sure you say something a couple of times. Just make sure that there's those quotation marks.
Okay. Done. I'm done with that. Oh, nighttime. It's nap time for the doggies.
I see somewhere else where you could add quotes.
Where?
Remember when you said what the puzzle piece said? want you to write your name, the title of your story, and then read through each of these and make sure that they're done on your thing. Because there's a couple that are not.
So what? What did you say?
I said I want you to read through this, check off the things that you've done. There are a couple that you need to adjust that are in here. So don't just check yourself off everything. Just really read it and make sure that that's something that you've done.
Can I put like a plus sign, like for maybe?
Mm-hmm. Do you know what that means? Do you know how to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Slay. I just ate that up. Okay. Done. It's a little bit messy.
Good. You indented them. Amazing. Cool. That's me. Did refer back to this, which is good. And
She had a prank me and my friends.
ooh. Okay. There's a couple words that are still squiggly. This one. This one.
No.
How do you think you spell caught?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That makes more sense.
You think that makes sense?
No,
Why not?
I don't think this makes sense.
Shoe?
Yeah.
Well, what does S-H-O-W spell?
Show.
Mm-hmm. So shoe, spelled like that.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. What else? Pieces. Said. How do you spell said?
Oh, S-A-I-D.
Mm-hmm. When I write, a lot of my stuff is blue and squiggly too, but that's what the beauty of spell check is, that we have this really cool tool. You made this U a little too capitalized. Let's fix that. And here's something here. Me and my friends, you already said me here, but then you said me again here. So we have to erase one.
I think we should erase this one.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
this
said-
one actually.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
So you're saying me and my friends, Brooke, Julie, and Caitlin, went to the park and went straight to the swings. This should be a new sentence. Brooke is lowercase, so it has to be uppercase. Caitlin needs to be uppercase. And axolotl. Axolotl doesn't make sense, right? No, I don't like that. Doesn't make sense. Jumped off and something got caught on the bottom of my shoe. TOO is the right two here.
How many more minutes?
Like one. Caitlin's lowercase here again.
Oh.
This is editing. This is the worst part. It's okay.
How do
No.
you like change the background?
What do you mean? Like of here?
Yeah.
You don't, because this is like a paper, and you could print this out in the printer. If you want to print it on cool paper, you would just put cool paper in the printer, and then it would print on that.
That's cool.
Yeah. Good job. All right. This is your updated story with the edits. Nice. This is done. So let me stop it right now.